by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season.
As we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
first down. He'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 43 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Red Dragons have regained the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll go option to the short side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, and on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the sack on first down, Jackson flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. An option handoff here to Dobbins. It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Red Dragons are able to stretch out their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jackson, option right. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 43 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Let's go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. On second down now, Wilkinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 23-yard run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Well, that holding
holding calls set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Burgess. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away. And it's caught. Touchdown. Colby Parkinson as the first half is winding down. And the Red Dragons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's, you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they've had their way running the football well over 100 yards already as a team with 2 more quarters to come. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Wilkinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Dobbins. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And, Charles, we look at the performance so far. 3 touchdown passes. Been pretty good, but they're losing.
You start with the positive, exactly as you stated. The 3 touchdown passes he's already thrown. You see them here getting it done. But the rest of the team, as well as himself, they've got to figure out what it's going to take to try and rally themselves back into the lead.
Absolutely. They've got to find a way to turn it around. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Burgess. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On 1st down, Wilkinson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson, broken tackle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Able to power through. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Red Dragons have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A give, it's ETN off the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson running again. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA.